Welcome to Happy Valley, State College, Pennsylvania. The S-Zone fired up, stands starting to fill, and they are ready to see the Penn State Nittany Lions take the field to kick off this new season. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the offense on first down. On the move, it's Singleton. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
To the air. It's Allard. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
He's got great speed. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's complete to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Handoff from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking. They've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 10. The expressway is wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown time!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
All
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances. 3rd downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Leads it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, baby. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. He's up to 51 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looks as if he's going to run it. Jumped on top of the pile. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back. They know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up for the PAT. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Aller. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he
throws for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bama!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. So after the first down run, here's second down. To the air, it's Allard. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw is underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
On third down, going up top. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Nittany Lions in the hurry up. Quarterback checking off. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Wallace. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Runs through a tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Allard. Makes his connection. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Using his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll immediately call timeout. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fair catch, called for and made. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be
running toward the tape. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. To the ground, he's got it again. And midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll leave it with him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with a score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Allard. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He leaves it with his back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Penn State 31, Alabama 28.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Hale. They make the stop after the catch. There's still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Coming after it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The lone back's got it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Scanning the field, it's Aller. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of a spot.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on first and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
All tied up, under a minute to play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's long. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to survey the field and take shots down the field and make huge plays.
looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere